I guess I gotta clip the audio. If it works, there we go. This is The Man with One Red Shoe, the Tom Hanks vehicle from the 80s. And you gotta pay attention to timestamps. Watch closely in a minute. There you go. You see that? That happens exactly 12 minutes in and 30 seconds. 1, 2, motherfucking 3. Our masters are laughing at us. I haven't shown you guys. No, I take that back. I have left it on the internet. I've explained how you can derive this thing that I forgot the guy's first name, but I bitch about him a lot. Horowitz, who talks about 528 being the number of love and blah blah blah. If I'm not mistaken, he's misleading people in a number of ways. Not to mention he promotes globe theory, space propaganda, and all that other nonsense. In addition to rattling off some of these things that have to do with numbers, but for the most part, he's, if I'm not mistaken, taking people for a fucking ride. Um, Here, without showing you some of the finer details, the actual roots right now, because I'm doing something else, but this is the first time I think I've sat through this since the 80s. So naturally, I didn't pick up on all this as a kid. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, so the 528 jazz. People talk about how it's a healing frequency, blah, 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 blah. What they don't understand is it's singing to the flip side of that jazz, which people haven't been spoon fed. I'm referring to the tritones. And so, as such, it's ripping shit apart. It's a wild thought. It's cyclical, it's paradoxical, it's recursive, it's very fucking confusing, and you need to take this stuff with a grain of salt. So, yeah, as always, what the fuck do I know? And naturally, Horowitz won't tell you any of this jazz. He won't explain how it works because I don't think he fucking knows. I don't think he knows how it works. Our masters clearly do. Yeah. I mean, you might be able to figure out what I'm getting at based on the timestamp that I called attention to, um, because it contains the answer, quite literally. Yeah. All right. Well, if you hung out, thanks for hanging out. And I'm trying to remember, what year did this come out? 1985. Because that usually factors into some of the lesser magic and when it's disseminated, because our masters roll shit out on a schedule. I've been trying to get better at predicting, not even predicting. What I should say is, well, I guess it would be predictions technically, but um, laying out when things are going to be rolled out on a schedule, which is a prediction technically when it hasn't already occurred. It's very fucking confusing thinking of these things. Yeah. I've been trying to ratchet some of these things down, but I'm doing far too many fucking things at once. And there's a bigger one that is even more pressing, which I'm it would be really neat if I had a group of decent people who were working on all this shit and could think for themselves and meant well. We would make a hell of a lot more progress. And that's another reason why I've been trying to do this for a decade. All right, I'm going to shut up. Yeah, as always, what the fuck do I know?